I don't usually wait this late to pack. This is actually not who I am. It's just 2 nights. It can't be that bad. I'm a terrible packer, like the worst. Moment of truth. There are 4 access points to Catalina Island. The Catalina Express gets you there from Dana Point, San Pedro, or Long Beach. The Catalina Flyer gets you there from Newport Beach. All locations have paid parking available. You do need to book your tickets in advance. Departure times do fill up. I did upgrade us to Commodore Lounge. The line to get on the ferry is much shorter and boards first. The seats in Commodore are a little bit plusher. Additionally, it comes with 1 drink voucher per ticket and a free snack. It was also nice to be assured an inside seat. It was $20 more, but it felt worth it to me. I'd do it again. Also, it was my birthday. Might as well go VIP. There is a very super duper VIP option available if you want to take a helicopter. That is an option also. Catalina Island is off the coast of Los Angeles. The city of Avalon is the main town, and the smaller, more remote town is Two Harbors. And it took us about an hour to get there from the Long Beach port. The average cost of a hotel on Catalina Island is about $350 a night. You can get an Airbnb, but those are even more expensive. Obviously, it depends on when you go. Catalina is tiny, so there aren't a ton of hotels, and some of them are quite old. I'm ridiculously picky when it comes to hotels. So it was only after some pretty extensive research that I chose the Bellanca Hotel. And it turned out to be an excellent choice. We made it fine to our hotel on foot. Everything's so close. It's been refurbished and the price is reasonable. The decor was tasteful and modern, and most importantly, it was clean. It felt very clean and smelled fresh the minute I walked in. The room is a decent size and very functional. It has everything you need. The windows have shades and curtains for privacy and additional blackout shades for sleeping. The walls were a little thin. You could hear your neighbors, but it's an old building. I don't think they can do much about that. The bed was very comfortable. Cars are limited on Catalina Island because it's so small. There are about 4,000 residents who live there full time, and most of them get around on golf carts. There is no Uber or Lyft. Everything is within walking distance in the city of Avalon, and there are plenty of restaurants to choose from. The next morning, we grabbed a quick breakfast from Catalina Cookie and Coffee Company. Sun is out! And then we went to the meetup spot for our 9:30 a.m. Bison Expedition. After a gloomy day 1, which I totally expected, I was absolutely thrilled to see the sun shining so brightly on my birthday. It was supposed to be gloomy the first 2 days and sunny on the last, so this was a great surprise. The city of Avalon is only 1 square mile, and it only takes about 15 minutes to walk the main drag where most of the hotels are, but the whole island itself is 22 miles long and 8 miles wide. It was originally owned by William Wrigley Jr., yes, as in the gum. At some point, ownership was transferred to the Catalina Island Company, which is still owned by descendants of the Wrigley family. There is so much to do on Catalina Island. There's the beach, all the water activities like parasailing, kayaking, jet skis, paddleboarding, scuba diving, boat tours, camping, hiking, biking. They have a mini golf course, an arcade. It's also a great place to kick back, relax, and enjoy the scenery. We were told that there was no guarantee that we would see bison on our tour. Of course, we hoped we would. Our driver took us by a couple watering holes where they usually hang out, and they weren't there. We were running out of places to look, and it was looking like we might not see any. We stopped at the Catalina airport for a bathroom break. I grabbed some coffee from the gift shop to help warm me up. Then we got lucky and we saw a herd out in the field. In case you're wondering how bison ended up on an island off the coast of California, a long time ago, a film crew brought 14 bison to the island from the Great Plains. They meant to take them back, but they ran out of money. The bison never left, and this has been their home ever since.
Yeah, make a complete circle. Be very likely.
And then we got to see one up close later. One was just by itself on the side of the road, so we got a good look at it. There is something so beautiful and majestic about these 2,000-pound animals. I was really excited to get a look at one up close. Also, we paid $85 per person, so I'm glad we got to see the bison. But even if we didn't, the views up there are amazing, and we got to see so much more of the island than we otherwise would have. We saw a lot of hikers out there with their backpacks and hiking poles. The 37-mile Trans-Catalina Trail is a popular hiking destination. It takes about 4 days if you do the whole thing. I so want to be the kind of person who does that, but I think I'll probably stick to hotels. That's the Descanso Beach Club where you can rent cabanas. I'd love to come back and do that. It can get really cold up in those mountains. We did not anticipate that. We were freezing by the time our tour was over. The view from the rooftop of the Bellanca Hotel is stunning. We didn't have an ocean view room, but this was the next best thing, and it was one of the other reasons that made me want to stay there. We sat up there for a while, enjoying the view and thawing out in the sun. And then when we got hungry, we got food and brought it back up there. It was so relaxing. I could have stayed up there for longer than we did. Not the bike he's used to, but we're doing it. One of the other perks of the Bellanca Hotel is bikes. They were free to use, and I think we got them for either 2 or 4 hours, but we didn't last that long. They don't want you on the main street, Crescent Avenue. With beach cruisers, hills are pretty much out of the question. You would just never make it. But we had a fun time riding along the flat street along the ocean and then exploring some of the neighborhood. The ocean there is gorgeous. It was so pretty. California beaches are not known for aqua water, so I didn't expect it to be so clear and so aqua. Ice cream because, of course. It was so pretty, we could look straight down and see fish in the water. There's a fish. Check this out. Full vanity lights up. We got the good wine. These are the only cups we have.
Take it home, take it home.
You're gonna have to find your second wind. It's only 5:30. We should have just bought the bottle of wine up here. There were a lot of people on the pier, or is that just my imagination? Are those people?
Wait and leave.
Oh, it's gonna be us tomorrow.
Line up the year. Here, you line up the year with the month.
This is so cute. This is our key. The only other time we had a key is we had a key in Santorini, and we had a key in Paris. Yep.
Okay. So you line up your year with the month, and then there's your calendar for the month. It says the first is Friday. See? Half Friday, and tomorrow's the second.
I love it. It goes till 2060. He says we can't come back in 2060 because we'll be dead. And I think that I'm going to work on achieving immortality. If you just wire me some money, I'll figure it out.
me reach out to
And we'll live forever. That last bit didn't record, but like we won't be dead in 2060, so
We just blew on diapers.
we can't come back. No, we're gonna be healthy and fit into our 70s and 80s because that's how it's gonna be. And we headed to the Blue Water Avalon for dinner by the water. What you getting?
Swordfish.
Ooh, fancy. Sitting right underneath the heater, just how I like it. That boat is way too close.
Yeah, I gotta that close.
I think she assumed the burger was for you. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can take one of those pieces of cheese off because I don't need both, but looks good. Most of the shops close around 6 p.m., but some of the restaurants and the bars do stay open later. So I'm trying to think of what song I want to do for karaoke. All right, it's about to begin. I got MJ to do karaoke one time. He'll never do it again, but I love karaoke for some reason. I can't sing. I just love it. I don't know why. It probably just isn't something you want to listen to, but I had so much fun. There's a line. Do we want to wait? The next morning, there was a wait for the Pancake Cottage, but it was worth it. Breakfast was so good. This is the one grocery store with parking spots up front for golf carts. Our hotel was not able to store our bags when we checked out because of limited space, but they do offer a service where a company comes to pick up the baggage at the hotels. They give you a ticket and then you're able to pick your baggage up at the ferry station before you leave. I scheduled our ferry departure for 2 so we would have plenty of time to check out, eat breakfast, and not have to rush. I did not upgrade us to Commodore on the way back, and that turned out to be a good choice. We were just kind of ready to just sit and settle in for the ride home, and I actually ended up falling asleep. There just really wasn't a lot of people leaving that day, so it wasn't a big deal. I enjoyed our time on Catalina Island so much. We had the best time together. All the food we ate was good, and I love how walkable, picturesque, and relaxing Catalina Island is. We got lucky that one day where the sun was shining so bright, but April is a little bit chilly and the other days were gloomy. So I'd love to go back again when it's warmer and get to enjoy the beach and maybe even go ziplining. It's definitely a fun little beach town and I definitely recommend a visit if you ever get a chance.